Good morning, everybody, and welcome into Project Joy Live. Today is Friday. It's Fun Friday, Flashback Friday. What other F word can we throw in there this morning? I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and this is Project Joy Live. It's your triple shot of good vibes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at this 9 a.m. Eastern time hour. I hope you're ready to have a good time today. Danielle Valero's here, and we are going to be talking about retail nostalgia today. We're going to talk about a lot of the stores that we had growing up in the 80s and 90s. We'll talk a little bit about the history, why we loved them so much. And then I've got a profound question for you all. If you were going to bring back only two stores, which two would you bring back? That is the question. So we're going to talk about that at the end. I saw Danielle last night. We went to Esker Point Beach in, I don't know if it's considered Noank or Groton Long Point, but it's all pretty much the same. Everything blends together in that area. But Esker Point Beach, little tiny beach, we went to see Breakthrough alum Kathy Ellis in her band Don't Tell Lisa, and it was really a great show. I was so happy the weather held out because so many of the people that I've wanted to see over the last couple of years at certain venues, it gets rained out all the time. And it always happens on like the night of the concerts. It'll be bright and sunny the days that there's no music, but then it gets crazy. So I was happy. It was beautiful. It was a little bit hot when we first got down there, but it was really lovely. And it was, oh my God, what a throwback for a minute. So the woman that runs the town of Groton kind of recreation department, I think, had gone up to introduce her. It was a big deal last night because it was the last concert of at Esker Point for the 2026 summer season. And so it was a big deal. She introduced the band, and then she said to officially introduce the band, I'm going to bring up a staple of the entertainment in this local area. And my jaw just hit the floor because it was this whole nostalgic moment. I've shared with you guys that I grew up in this area and then lived here for almost 20 years and then moved away for about 20 years and then came back here in 2022. So there's a lot of like things, people, places, all of that I'm, reacquainting myself with. And some things are long gone. Like we've shared on the show, our mall is officially closed. The roller skating rink flattened to the ground. There is no roller skating rink, right? And so like all of these things like have come and gone. So the lady comes up and she's like, here's this guy, he's going to introduce the band for you tonight. And he's a staple of local entertainment, blah, blah, blah. And it was Franco. Half of you guys are probably like, oh, who the hell is Franco? Let me explain to you. So when we were growing up, everybody listened to the station on the radio Q105. That was the biggest radio station in this area, I feel like, especially for the young people, whatever else, supposed to be a today's hits kind of station. And there was not a morning that went by that we did not listen to Franco and Jody in the morning on Q105. And so Franco, being the one half of that show, now he works for and this is just so ironic and hilarious to me. Now he's on the classic rock radio station. And so it's like we went from the today's hits to classic rock, but it was so wild to see him and hear his voice. As soon as he started talking, those radio voices just stick with you. And I was like, oh my God. And so I wish I would have taken the time to go up to the radio station booth there. I wish I would have had the time to go up and say hi, and not that he knows who I am or anything, but at any rate, what a throwback that was. It was super great and wonderful. And another thing that's bringing me joy this morning is that you can see my hair blowing in the breeze here. It's because we figured out that my microphone is so fantastic that I can have my air conditioner on and not hear it in the microphone. And I'm so happy right now because there's sometimes that it's so hot and I have to record something or I have to do a show. So I have been suffering for you people. I've been turning it off every time I do a show or recording or whatever. And I don't have to do that because you can't hear it at all, which is a really great thing. Yesterday, someone was asking me, what kind of things I recommend for a home studio. And I said, I listed off a few things. And one of those things is a really good microphone. A really good microphone is important, especially if you're going to do any kind of professional recordings or voiceover work or whatever. And so I've been a Yeti, Blue Yeti fan, or just a Yeti fan in general for a long time. I've had the Blue Yeti. I think this is the X. I don't know. It just says blue on the microphone. It's just the X. But you guys can see on your side, there's this button here, and it's got like several settings in the back. And the one setting that looks like somebody bit out of a cookie, it's like a circle with a little like it looks like a bite taken out of it. It basically means that everything coming from this direction can go into the microphone, but nothing back here can come into the microphone. So, but you just never sure, like, is it coming around the sides? Like, could it blow into it anyway? It doesn't. It's nothing. So I'm very happy about that this morning. And that's my little geek moment here today. I also have something really fun I want to show you guys when Danielle gets on. So let's get over to the comment section this morning. Danielle is waiting in the wings to come on. And Teresa's here this morning. Good morning, Teresa. Always a pleasure to see you today. Yes, I know another F word for Friday too. So we should get into that as well. All right. So without further ado, you guys, let's bring back on my friend Danielle because it's time for Flashback Friday. Let's do it. Good morning, Danielle.
Good morning.
Long time no see.
I know, right?
Oh my God. And it had been a little while since I had seen you until last night. And I'm so mad at myself because in my bag that I brought, I had a birthday gift for you. I've been having this whole damn time. And I get home and I'm like, the hell. I go to empty the bag, take all of our snacks out of it, and there it is. And I'm like, that's great. That's wonderful. Well, now maybe I'll actually wrap it before.
Oh my goodness. Stop.
And then, so I have been holding on. I got a couple things. We're going to be talking about stores today. Yeah. And I'm very sad because Hot Topic in the Crystal Mall had closed and they're not opening up anywhere else. A lot of the stores from the Crystal Mall are reopening in other places in Waterford, and the Hot Topic decided not to. They're not opening at all. So they had like this big sale. And so, Hot Topic has a few items here and there that are sort of nostalgic in nature. And I saw a couple things and I'm like, oh my God, we're going to need these for 90s Con. So
oh no.
So I grabbed them and they've been sitting here and it's like, they're like, I won't tell you what's in them, but they are the things where you don't know what you're going to get until you open them. And so my hands have been like itching. I'm like, I want to open them so bad. And I'm like having to control myself over here. So we'll see if they last till October. Couple months left. We can do it. So anyway, what's been going on in your world? What I know that we both have had a time, but amongst the time, what are some things that are bringing you joy right now?
Oh, I mean, so I'm doing much better. I was going through some weird illness. What I boil it down to is I'm just allergic to being 46. And It just pained me to say that out loud, that number. So my chest. Anyways, I think I'm allergic to this age. So we're just going to say that I'm 35. Let's just pick that. I think that's decent enough. I don't want to go too crazy. But yeah, it's just one thing after another. My body is just angry. And it literally started happening right after my birthday, like right after. So I was like, I'm allergic to 46, but I'm doing much better now.
Good.
And I'm feeling good. I'm getting my energy back. You know, I've been on like this health journey. So hopefully that's helping me too. And
yeah,
I'm just, you know, taking it day by day, trying to be positive.
Yeah.
Enjoying my life the best way I can.
Well, and this is your season because you prefer the summer over anything else. How has the weather been for you overall? Do you feel like?
Well, I know like it affects me when the sun is not shining because we had quite a few days in a row where it was just dark, cloudy, and rainy, and it was putting me in such a mood, and I was so tired. And I just literally wanted to stay in the house and be a hermit. And I was just not in the best mood. And then once the sun started shining again, it's like it brought me life. And then I have all the energy and I want to do all the things. And so, yeah, I enjoyed the summer. Yesterday was extra steamy. So there was like a period of time where I was like, it's a little too much. It's a little too much. I love hot, but this is like the moist heat, moist air. Like I'm having trouble breathing. So
yeah. It was humid yesterday for sure. It was a little much, but usually once the breeze gets going down at the beach, it's not so bad. And so I'll take that. It was like really blaring sun though. I was very thankful because we forgot to put the sunscreen in the car because we've been so used to it being either like kind of cloudy or rainy or whatever lately, and so I forgot to put the sunscreen in the car, and like the sun was really, and we got there really early. So we were gonna have to be sitting a while. So one of the little booths that they had out there were giving away free things of sunscreen, and I was like, yes, winning, got it done.
Give it to me.
yeah. Teresa said she likes to be a hermit in the summer and comes alive in the cooler weather, or at least if it rains. And I'm the same way. I have found though, like so I've always had more physical issues when it gets super hot. I don't respond to the heat very well. And I have been learning a lot lately about certain neurological things that can create that for people. Now, you know, and everybody on this show pretty much knows that I have been at it trying to figure out what is going on with my bodies for a very, very, very long time. No answers, no like name for anything. And so I've been trying to do a lot of research on my own. And that was one thing that I found, is that there are certain issues where it has, you know, you have issues in the heat. And so so that made me at least feel better that I wasn't just being whiny. That it really was. It's like a thing. But I also do now, and this is probably just from getting older. So any extreme, like if it's super like bitter cold or really, really hot, I need to be right in the middle.
75 degrees all year round. That's what I'm looking for, with a nice breeze.
Yes, a breeze. I don't mind 75 if it's nice. Yes.
Need it like right there. Like.
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, SB Fire? Good to see you this morning. Let me know if you've got any new music coming out. I really want to hear some new music. Let me know. SB Fire did some music with Olivia Ambani, and that's how I met him. And so really, really cool stuff going on over there in Kenya. Okay, so I want to show something else really quick before we get into our topic today, because I was telling you about this last night and it just thrills me beyond belief. I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Okay, so this is a creator. Her name's Hannah, and she does kind of millennial comedy, and very similar to another person that I love here.
I follow her.
Yeah, CSA Punch. She's fantastic. Well, apparently, you guys remember the game that we played in the 80s and 90s called Dream Phone? Do you guys remember that? And they had all these cards of boys, and the cards would say, like, you know, what the boy is into or whatever, and you'd go around and you'd have to like pick up the phone and you could hear the guy's voice, and you know, the whole first of all, we were really young.
We were like 10, 11.
We were really young to be worried about calling boys. Okay. And so anyway, this girl has been on a mission to find all of the guys from the Dream Phone, because obviously they were models. Okay. And so, I say models loosely. They were called in to model. Some of the guys had modeled before. Other guys were just called in, as we're finding out. But what's killing me is how old some of these guys were. Like, we were 8, 9, 10 years old playing this game, and some of these guys were pushing like their mid-20s, early, like not okay, you guys. But anyway, it has been really interesting to see like where they're at now, and you know what they're doing. Anyway. So here's like now I think this probably might need to be updated, because I think she's found a couple more since then. But I want to show you one of these videos. She basically, she finds out how they got the job. You know, how old they were actually at the time that they got the job to do Dream Phone. And then she gives an update of like, what are they doing now? And are they anything like, you know, the thing? And this is what killed me too. The names on the cards were not their real names either. None of them. And so I want to show you guys one of these. So here's where she found Bruce, and we're going to get a little update. Here you go.
Bruce.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
9 of the guys from the board game Dream Phone. We found Bruce. Baby-faced Bruce. Bruce's real name is Joey, and he was only 13 years old when he got the Dream Phone job. His younger brother was a model and an actor, and they looked at Joey and said, "We'll take him too." He got paid about $100 for the Dream Phone shoot, had to wear his own clothes, and figured it was just another modeling job. I mean, at one point, Joey was on a Levi's billboard. At school, the girls would bring him his Dream Phone card and cutouts from other modeling jobs. The guys made fun of him, but he was getting paid, and the girls liked it, so he wasn't exactly upset. Joey thought acting might be in his future. He came so close to playing C in A Bronx Tale. But then Joey realized he couldn't act. Modeling was easy. Acting, not for him. Joey had no idea Dream Phone had become a core memory for an entire generation until this series started. And his whole family started calling to tell him the internet is looking for Bruce. Joey's wife used to play Dream Phone with her friends, and her favorite guy, she told me, was Steve. Joey lives in Rhode Island, has 2 kids, and said everyone in Rhode Island knows everyone. And that includes the cast of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island, which means Andy Cohen, we're one step closer. We have now located 9 of the guys from the board game Dream Phone. We found...
So... First of all, he lives in Rhode Island. That's not far from us.
No, it's not. We could have ran into him. I used to be in Rhode Island a lot in my
You know what's
years.
so funny though? This is not the first one. I think I remember hearing another one that she did where the current wife of the guy like actually liked someone else when they played the game. Like,
that's
cracks
wild.
me up.
That's wild. She's like she was married to Bruce, but she really likes Steve. And I'm like, oh, wow. What?
It cracks me up. And like to think of some of these guys as dads now and like I don't know. And so he was one of the younger ones. Some of these other ones were like, I mean, it's just mind blowing to me. But anyway, definitely go follow Hannah on Instagram. I'm sure she's probably on other platforms as well. But it just go down the rabbit hole because it is so funny to get like the update, and it really is quite a throwback. So go check that.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. So anyway, I know that we're going to talk about nostalgic stores today. Why did those places mean so much to us? I think there were many things about them that were like family traditions to go to certain stores for certain things. I even think back to like the Sears catalog that would come out and, you know, at Christmas time for the Christmas one, and we would all be circling, you know, the toys that we wanted in the Sears catalog. And there were certain places that we went together. I remember saving allowance for certain things, or you know, asking my parents for money for certain things, you know, and kind of just, we would have these shared experiences together. Is there anything that you can think of for you as to why some of these stores stick out so much in your mind? Like, why does it matter? Like the store itself?
Sure. Well, I mean, when I think back, I think like you'd make a day out of it. Like it was like an all day event, going shopping and going to the stores or going to the mall. And a lot of times it wasn't just about like hanging out with your friends and going shopping. A lot of times, like I think it's nostalgic in a way because I think about, you know, my mom was much younger then, you know, my dad was around still. My grandparents were still alive. We all went as a family, my cousins, aunts and uncles, and we'd go to the mall, and there wasn't phones, there wasn't distractions. And like, if you got separated and couldn't find your parents, you'd go to a payphone and be like, hey, I'm at Orange Julius. Like, it was just such like an event back then. It was a big deal going shopping. And I actually worked at a department store in Waterford as a teenager. And it was like a second job for me. And, I remember everything was just so fancy. The people who worked there were fancy. Everybody was dressed up, decorated. I worked in the men's department in Steinbeck's, and it was a department store, and that no longer exists.
Man.
I think there's a gym there now.
Yep, there is. There is. I was thinking about that the other day. My grandmother used to love to go to Steinbeck all the time.
Yeah, I tell people about it. A lot of times they're like, what's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked there. I worked there for a while.
Well, it's interesting. Like you said, sometimes it would be like a whole experience, a whole day.
Yeah.
And I think about specifically around this time when a lot of people are talking about going back to school. Back to school shopping was like such a big deal.
You were all over the place.
Yes.
One store to another store to another store.
Yep. You had to find the shoes, find the clothes, and then we had to get like, you know, if we needed any supplies or whatever else, we would have to get those. And it really would be a whole tradition, a whole process of going through all of the stores. So I want to talk about a few of the stores individually that I saw that reminded me of some things. So the first is iconic. We talked about, you know, kind of looking at toys or Christmas time and all of that. And that's Toys R Us. Toys R Us was a chain that actually started in 1948 and went to 2018. What? Yep. 1948 all the way. That's pretty good run, I feel like, to 2018. It was a major chain. It was revived online and also had smaller stores after a while. But it was founded by Charles Lazarus, as it was originally called Children's Bargain Town in Washington, D.C. But they had, at the peak of Toys R Us, they had over 1,500 stores worldwide, and it was the world's largest toy retailer. And one of the things that Toys R Us was really known for is Jeffrey the giraffe. Love the giraffe. And then the commercial. Do you remember the commercial?
I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Yep.
I know, I haven't heard it in a long time.
Grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. A million
That's gonna
toys,
sound
toys
awful.
R Us that I can play with. It's really disgusting how I can remember
The
that.
jingles.
I can remember that, but I don't know why I came into the kitchen. It's really horrible.
For real though, that's
I
yeah,
mean,
totally
and
relatable.
so Toys R Us was a really big deal. And the reason it ended up having trouble is they had a lot of debt from a 2005 buyout. And then as Walmart, Target, Amazon came around, they had a lot more competition and really had a slower adaptation to online shopping than some of its, other stores that competed with it. So it filed for bankruptcy in 2017 and then closed most of its U.S. stores in 2018. And that's about it. That was that. Another one, and we talked about this during the week that we talked about movies, was Blockbuster. Blockbuster was around from 1985 through 2014, founded in Dallas, Texas, revolutionized home movie rentals, and at the peak had over 9,000 stores worldwide, which is wild to me that the peak of Toys R Us only had 1,500, but 9,000 Blockbusters. Holy cow. That's a lot. That's a lot. And we talked about it too. Like we went in there all the time as a family. It was a big deal. And then as we got teenagers, we went with friends, picked out movies, got snacks, all that fun stuff. So as of today, only one official store remains, and that is in Bend, Oregon. So you can go and check out that piece of nostalgia. You remember we used to have one in the mall, KB Toys.
KB Toys store. Oh yes, I loved KB's.
So interestingly enough, KB Toys started in 1922. Like way before, it's 20 years earlier than Toys R Us.
Wow.
Craziness. But they were known for being like just in malls. They weren't standalone like Toys R Us were. They had a smaller footprint, so it made perfect for shopping centers. And they were famous for clearance bins, action figures, holiday toy shopping. I remember when the KB Toys pamphlet would come out, I think around Christmas time as well. Ultimately, they could not compete with Toys R Us. For some reason, Toys R Us came and whooped their butt.
Well, they were much bigger. KB's was so small compared,
Yeah. So there was another one that came up that I don't think we really had here, and that's Borders. Do you remember having a Borders here?
No. Is it a bookstore or like a game store?
Yeah, it was a bookstore. It was started in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Huge bookstores. They had comfortable reading chairs, coffee shops. They ended up adding in music and DVDs and author events and all of that. And they started in 1971, but I don't think we ever got that here. We had
but I do remember Walden Books. That was a bookstore we had.
Yeah.
I don't remember Borders though. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we had that here at all.
At least not in our area.
Remember. Another one that came up was Circuit City. I think we had that here. I know we had RadioShack for sure, but I think we did have a Circuit City at one point. But Circuit City started in 1949. Had all of the electronics, TV, stereo systems, computers, video games, all of that. So apparently the reason that they went out of business in 2009 is because they couldn't compete with Best Buy. Best Buy came up and like took over the market.
And they're still here. And they're still around.
Right. And so like the Best Buy is over here, but you know what? I'm going to be straight with you. I don't love Best Buy. I think it's huge. Like it's this huge store, right? And everything, I don't know. I feel like it's so spread apart And when I really go to look for something specific that I want, it's like they typically only have whatever's like the most brand new things.
Mm-hmm.
And anything that I'm looking for that might be a little bit older, trying to, whatever, they don't have any of that. And so we'll go to Best Buy for certain, like if we have something specific, but I don't know. I kind of miss the older, smaller,
Yeah. No, I remember last time we were in Best Buy looking for my son to get him a laptop for his birthday one year. And while we're in there looking at the laptops and checking out the prices, we decided to just go on Amazon. And then we found the one we wanted. It was a better price. And we ended up ordering it off of Amazon while we were standing in Best Buy. And I'm like, well, their prices weren't good.
Yeah.
Kind of pricey. I mean, unless you happen to find something on clearance or there's like a big like promotional sale going on, they're kind of pricey compared to what you can find online.
Yeah. Yeah. And we also know RadioShack was another one, as we mentioned already, that was in the kind of electronic realm, but they all had a lot of electronic components. Like you could get things, and I know a lot of people, I remember when we were teenagers, a lot of the boys would go to RadioShack all the time to get stuff for their cars or whatever else.
My husband worked there.
Yeah, did he?
He was their best salesman. Like, they were so sad when he left. He got transferred. So these guys would work their butts off to get to the mall because the mall is where you made the most money. But only the cream of the crop people would get the mall. And he worked for like a couple months and they transferred him immediately to the mall. And he was in the mall at that RadioShack and he was making so much money. It was ridiculous because he was such a good salesman. I was thinking Phil would have done great at that.
I know, right? Maybe he did. No, he didn't, because he went right from when he was 16. He started, or 17. He started working for Beamscope Entertainment, which was a video game company in Canada. And so I feel like he didn't have the groundwork that a lot of us. Sales is not easy at all, but
it's not. For some reason, my husband doesn't. He even sold Cutco knives and did an amazing job selling those. I don't know if you remember those back in the day. Those Cutco knives.
Yeah.
Like where they would use a penny to show how like the knife would go. He sold them. Like, he actually made money doing that. I don't know anybody who makes money doing that.
Wow. Yeah, right. So one of the other ones that I wanted to talk about is Sam Goody. So Sam Goody opened in 1951. They were in Crystal Mall for a while. I really had to jog my memory with this one. But basically Sam Goody did CDs, cassettes, vinyl, poster, concert merch. So music store.
Okay.
Yep. And then, so it was there for years. And then a lot of the stores integrated, rebranded or closed and went into For Your Entertainment, FYE stores. And so there used to be there, but I loved any of the record stores from 80s and 90s where that's probably one of the biggest things that I miss from that time are record stores.
Wasn't there one called Strawberry Records and Tapes? I think it was. I remember. I don't know.
Maybe.
I was trying to look at my notes. I wrote it down because that was another thing. Like, those kind of fizzled out pretty quickly, like the record stores, other than FYE.
Okay, so Strawberries, Strawberries Records and Tapes was a famous New England music store chain founded in 1972. And at its peak in the 1980s, it grew to a major cultural hub with over 80 locations, including spots in Connecticut. So, yeah.
Okay, that's the one I remember. Yeah.
I loved all of those.
I love the smell when you walked in, the smell of the vinyl when you walked in. Like,
yeah. Two of the other ones that I want to mention, especially for this area where we live, Bradley's and Caldor.
Yes.
Those two stores. So first of all, fun fact, Bradley's was actually named after the Bradley's Railroad Station in Connecticut. That's what that was named after. And it was in business from 1958 to 2001. They would have affordable clothing, household goods, toys, but again, couldn't survive because of Walmart and Target.
Ugh.
Those two things knocked it out. And same with Caldor. A lot of people apparently have called Caldor the Target before Target.
Yes.
So that's pretty much what it is. They had better quality discount merchandise, electronics, clothing, home goods. They were in business from 1951 until 1999, and they had filed bankruptcy in 1995. So it took them 4 years after filing bankruptcy to finally go out. And you know what's interesting? The plaza where Caldor used to be is now Kohl's. There's a Kohl's over there with the Stop and Shop in Groton, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
And then where Bradley's used to be that building was bought by EB. There used to be Bradley's. There used to be a shop right there. There used to be back in the day a Groton and a New London shop right now. There's only the New London one. But that building was bought by EB right near the bowling alley in Groton. And then EB bought the mall too. It's like, EB, I feel like you're taking away all of my.
Between EB and Pfizer's.
Yes.
Because even Pfizer's, where our childhood school is, and it's Pfizer's, right? That took all that. And then all the houses on that street too took over that.
Yeah. Right.
Taking over all of Groton, man.
Yeah, so I mean, it's crazy to think about how much has shifted. The other one I want to mention finally is Sears, because now Sears, the first Sears store, brace yourself, was in 1886.
18? You say 8?
1886 was
what were they buying? What?
They started as a mail order catalog company, and they were at one time the absolute largest retailer in America. They're famous for the Sears catalog. They would sell like mail order homes, like they had like a Sears homes, yes, Craftsman tools, Kenmore appliances, and Allstate Insurance used to be part of Sears.
What?
Tell me that is not.
No, but imagine somebody like, oh, I love your house. It's so nice. Thank you. I got it from Sears. I bought it from Sears. Isn't it so lovely?
I know.
What?
So they had, at the peak, they had more than 3,500 stores, and really, again, strong competition from Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Target, Amazon. They I swear to God, they all came together and were like, Sears is out. Like, that was it. And so it's crazy. You know, I don't know. I think back to, it was just such a different experience to shop in the 80s and 90s compared to now. We need something. We type in amazon.com, and then we order our stuff, and that's it.
Yeah.
We just don't do it as much anymore. Teresa was saying that back to school shopping is still a great time to stock up on paper, notebooks, pens, all of those things. And we went to Five Below the other day, and they had some cute things let me see if I have it over here.
Five Below.
All right. You talk about your notes for a minute, and I'm going to find something that I meant to show you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Do we all remember Kmart?
Kmart.
I feel like that was, God, when was the last time I shopped there? I want to say it was over 10 years ago, but they had layaway still. And they had, what was that Sandra Lee, I think, line, and they had some interesting like stars, and like they had their own brands or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I feel like Kmart
was there.
Kmart was like a way bigger deal down south. When I would go to visit my dad, like everybody went to Kmart, like down south, where I just feel like, I don't know, in Connecticut, I don't remember it being as big of a deal as when I would see down south.
I loved Kmart. I went there over Walmart all the time. And I remember my kids were younger and I was living in Watertown and our house is literally down the street from a Kmart. We would walk there. We would walk to Kmart. And I just loved the layaway because I would just go, I want this, this, and this, to go bring it back there and like make payments.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Those were the days.
Right?
So when I went to Five Below the other day and I went to the back to school area and they had a whole section of back to school stuff that was strawberry shortcake. And you know that I was like, oh my God, look at.
Oh, those pens. I remember those. Oh my God, with the different colors.
My mother used to buy the pens with all the colors, and I would get in so much trouble for taking her pens all the time. Because I used to love to fidget with, you know, you push down the color that you want. And then you could push down the strawberry to reset it. But, you know, you just pick the colors and it writes in all those colors, you know, it's the best thing in the whole world. But I was like,
you're like, I
came here for one thing.
No, you could get in trouble in that store. I almost got my cat a strawberry shortcake bed, and they don't need it. They have beds, but it was strawberry shortcake.
You can't help it.
I held it, walked around with it, put it back, eyed it again, picked it back up, put it back. Ultimately, I didn't get it, but it was hard.
I have gotten Care Bear stuff there, strawberry shortcake. What are some of the other things? I got a few things. They had a whole section too that was like all the nostalgic horror movies. Like it had Jason and Freddy, and like, you know, they were just cute little things that you could get. And so don't go into Five Below if you think you're gonna go for one thing. That's what I'm gonna tell you. All right, guys, we have reached the time for birthdays, and we'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart. I shall stand for love, for the world is wounded, not just my little piece of land, where I am mostly safe, where I am mostly well, but our world, everywhere, every day. I shall stand for love, because we need more light, not more death, not more power, not more bombs. I shall stand for love, so that our children are safe, so that our friends are sheltered, so that our borders are open. I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. Thank you for standing for love with us today. Oh my God, yes, I just saw your comment. Fashion bug.
My oldest daughter, who's now 30, in the 90s, she did, like, they used to have runway modeling things in the store, and anybody could sign up, and she would model like clothes in Fashion Bug. It was so cute.
I did. They had a benefit at Fashion Bug for Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I did that one year. It was like this little model thing. You could come and pick out clothes in the store and model them and whatever. That was my one modeling opportunity in my
I don't know
life.
why I never did it, because the adults were doing it. I just was like putting my daughter in there. Like, no.
Yeah. Yep. All right. It's time to do birthdays. We probably should have split that into 2 damn shows, but it is what it is. It's time to do
I know.
birthdays.
Listen, I got more stories about the stores, but
I
just don't have time for all that.
Maybe we'll push everything up and then do more stores next week. I don't know. All right,
let's like to shop. I mean, who doesn't like to shop?
That's what we did back then.
That's what we did.
Now,
it's a problem.
Now we're broke.
We're broke, and there's no layaway.
and it's different, right? Exactly. Broke, no layaway, and the culture just isn't there anymore. It's just not there.
It's not.
All right, here we go. Time for birthdays. Let's do it.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, everybody. In the world of celebrity today, the incredible Charlize Theron is 51 years old today. Happy birthday, Charlize. An actor, I can't just even find my words. An actor that I really love, Wayne Knight, has a birthday today. He is 71 years old. You guys might remember him from Jurassic Park, Space Jam, Dirty Dancing, and he was in I think Five Nights at Freddy's recently, and he always, every damn movie we see him in, he dies a horrible death. It's just like, what is happening? He's such a great actor, though. So happy birthday, Wayne Knight. Also, David Duchovny, a little throwback. You might remember him from the X-Files back in the day. He is 66 years old today. And in the horror world, Tobin Bell, he gained fame for playing the psychopathic villain Jigsaw in the Saw franchise. But he also appeared in other horror films such as Mississippi Burning, The Quick and the Dead, and Malice. And he is a ripe young age of 84 today. So happy birthday, Tobin Bell. Crazy. And then let's see what I have here. So the celebrities in my life today, Allison Kilmer has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Allison. Hope you have a fantastic day. Anybody you're celebrating today, Danielle?
I really hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but I just, I don't think so. I mean, my brother-in-law just had a birthday on the 5th, Jesus, but other than that, I don't know very many Leos.
I know. Well, my dad had one a couple weeks ago, and that's the only Leo I know. Well, and Claudio had a birthday on the 1st.
Well, that's
Claudio
right. That's
yeah.
Right.
And so, but those are a while ago now. So, happy birthday to you. Hope you had a great day. All right, let's get our birthday song on. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlize, Wayne, David, Tobin, Allison, Jesus, Claudio, and Dad. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. We hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Anything you want to leave us with today, Danielle?
Guys, keep shopping. Not in the stores. I don't know.
I mean, look, yes. And we were talking about this last night, actually with Kathy Ellis. We were talking about this at the beach. Margine is starting her own little business where she's doing kind of upcycled and blinged out clothing.
I love that.
She's so excited about doing it. And then, so we were talking to Kathy about it, and Kathy was like, yeah, like we need to be supporting more small business, because then we end up 40 years later, sitting here on a morning show, whining that we don't have our stores anymore. So we need
I
to support
know.
small business so that we don't let the big retailers can add some convenience to our lives. I'm not going to sit here and act like I've never ordered from Amazon or gone to Walmart or
Right.
whatever else.
Sometimes it's convenience or
Right.
price, and
Convenience and price, absolutely. But wherever we can, whenever we
Yes.
can, we definitely need to support small business so that
agree.
we're not whining on a morning show. There you have it. That's it. So we are going to see Danielle in a couple weeks' time. Next week on Project Joy Live, I have Kat Stomska on the show on Monday, Olivia Ambani on Wednesday, and then Friday, I'm going to be all by myself, but I have a great topic for you. So that's all for today. Danielle, thanks for being here again with me today, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you again soon.
Fun to be back.
All right, everybody. I'm Jessica Dugas. This is Danielle Valero, and we want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.